Hello guys!
Hi.
How are you guys?
We're great, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your name and where are you guys from?
I'm Sam.
I'm Rachel and we're both from the UK.
Sam and Rachel. How long has it been since you guys have arrived?
We only arrived 3 hours ago.
3 hours,
3
yeah.
hours?
Wow.
So does it mean it's the first Japanese food that you guys are gonna eat?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were kind of looking around, there's so many options to go and eat and we had no idea where to go eat. And then you guys came in and saved us to some extent. We left England in 2023
Yeah.
and then went to Asia for like 5 months and then have been in Australia for a year almost. We're in Japan for 3 weeks and then we're going back home.
In that case, let's try some real Japanese food, guys.
Can't
Yeah.
wait. Let's go.
Let's go. Over there.
Oh wow.
Ready to go.
Is that beer?
That is beer, yeah.
Oh my
In a
gosh.
ceramic cup.
Thank you.
Kanpai!
Kanpai.
Because I was watching there's a famous YouTuber. I watched a video of him with this Japanese guys asking for the waitress to come over. The asahi's really good.
I've never heard any of them.
Crisp.
The cup is so nice.
I know, again, ceramic cups with beer is not something
Yeah,
I've
we've never
ever
had that
witnessed.
before.
Well, I'm into horse racing. We worked on training racehorses.
You raised the horses or?
She was riding them.
I tried, yeah.
I kind of forgot that like Japan has a horse racing scene, doesn't it?
Japan horse racing is very, very popular.
Yeah, all the best horses in the world are kind of bred out here now.
Really?
The breeding here is 10 times better.
You worked for flat racing, you also worked as like a bartender, so...
So you worked 5 months on a racehorse training farm
Yeah.
outside of Brisbane.
Because my degree is animal science, so I love animals.
And then we flew back to the west coast and then we were
We're living in different
bartenders
places.
there.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
いただきます。
So we have 3 different fish in here. Sea bream, which is the white fish over here.
Yep.
Next one we have is the amberjack. I've heard that have these in Australia too.
Yeah,
Not
I've
sure.
never tried it, but
And then last but not least, the tuna. So usually you would take wasabi if you want.
how would you describe wasabi?
It's like pepper.
Yeah, it's like quite a very strong flavour. You only need a tiny bit.
You guys have been in Asia for a
Yeah.
long time. I can see the way you guys are just using the chopsticks.
Think we
Dang.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. It's a nice hit as well.
That's so nice. A lovely level of saltiness, but also super fresh.
First time sashimi?
For this type of fish, yeah.
It's not entirely flavourless either, but the wasabi and the soy sauce definitely helps. And it's good that the wasabi doesn't last.
Yeah, because you don't
Might be a
usually love
different game.
spice.
No, I'm not great with spice.
Yeah.
So this was yellowtail.
Yeah.
The texture on that is perfect.
Yeah.
Recollect having fish with that like tenderness while still being like not rubbery. Maybe my favourite fish ever.
Wow.
Favorite fish
Wow. That's a big claim.
But I also love tuna, so I reckon that's going to be topped in about 1 second.
I was.
I'll do the trick.
Since you said that you really like whiskey, we made it extra strong, yeah.
Here we go.
Apparently.
The evening's just begun. You ready?
Yeah.
I can eat it straight.
That's so nice.
And the yellowtail's better.
Really?
Yeah.
Tuna for me. Tuna for me.
I think yellowtail might be my new favourite fish. What are the other kind of classic dips that you would use other than soy sauce, wasabi?
Sashimi, it's
Yeah.
just those two usually.
Just those two.
Yeah. It is this kind of thing. What you
Yeah, radish.
Radish.
Yeah.
You guys infuse a lot of stuff with relish.
Yes.
Radish is something we have in England.
A dish which I think you guys will really think is interesting. So I guess I'll over there. What was the reason that you guys decided after this 1 year we're gonna go to Japan?
I think we've both always wanted to come to Japan.
Yeah, like massive bucket list.
The culture, the food, and also the nature.
Yeah, we both love like being outdoors and hiking and things. My grandparents were like obsessed with Japan because my grandma was a potter and she loved like Japanese ceramics. And then my granddad, I don't know, he just had an obsession with like how they make the samurai swords. So yeah, I think growing up I always wanted to come.
And like, there's definitely a comfortability in Japan, especially when it comes to service.
Everyone's super friendly.
Well, it's not often you land in a new country and get taken out to dinner.
That's true.
Within 2 hours.
Yeah, I've done pretty well.
It's only to people who they have problems with. What is this? What is this?
What does it smell like?
I want to say chicken.
I want to say chicken.
It is chicken.
Yeah.
But it does smell like something.
A bit fried fishy.
Fried fishy. So it's dashi. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I think
Dashi.
so. I think
Yeah,
so.
so they take it from either seaweed or fish,
Yeah.
and it adds umami
So
flavor.
you're right.
Usually they don't use it in Japanese fried chicken, that's what it is by the way. But this one they use it, so it has this
Nice.
little extra flavor.
It's so soft.
That's so nice, yeah.
I think this is the issue of coming to Japan, is the fact that there's so many places to eat and they all look your favourite restaurant in the world. Well, I'm definitely a very big red meat eater, quite excited about the prospects of getting some really good kind of wagyu out here.
You'll probably have your first experience today with us. A really good one here too, if you want to try it.
Never made me more happy.
So it is a tempura with herring and lots of vegetables. So you can put some radish inside of the sauce or matcha infused salt.
That's spicy though. It's a question.
No, this isn't spicy at all.
Oh, that's okay.
It's just like a...
Oh, cool.
Like I said, I recommend that you hold it
Hold
so
it,
that
yeah.
you don't get anything on your stuff.
The herring is really nice.
The herring's great, it's soft. Well, that is fish and chips now. What vegetable would you say that is? It's like a lemon. What is it?
I don't know.
It is actually the root of a lotus flower.
No way.
This is how it usually looks like.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Potato.
It looks like potato, yeah. I think there's a little pepper in there.
God, that's a bit scary.
It's not a chili.
No, it's not chili pepper.
It's nice, isn't it?
That's really good.
Yeah.
The next item we have is infused radish,
Yeah.
which has been made into a tempura.
God, this is a big thing to put in my mouth then.
Well, you can eat it in 2 bites too, it's okay.
That's so good. How do they make it?
So they have this soup stock in which they put the radish in
Yeah.
there for hours and hours so that the flavor goes all the way inside, and then they make it into a tempura.
That's wild.
It's wild, right?
It just melts instantly.
Yeah, that's so lovely.
Herring. That's herring quite a common dish to have.
Not really, no.
What are your kind of staple? Obviously tuna.
Traditional fish in Japan would probably be like yellowtail, sea bream, tuna, squid, and octopus too. So what do you guys usually eat? What fish is very popular in England?
I would say
What
salmon.
haddocks?
We have access to, and also crab. Crab's good. The classic fish you'd have in England is either cod haddock as fish and chips, and salmon.
You like
Often with some.
日本酒のおちょこをこちらの中からお選びいた
Wow,
だ
I
き
get to pick.
Yeah, you get to pick.
I'm gonna go blue.
Wow,
Oh, that's so pretty.
they're so pretty.
Good green.
Do you reckon? Yeah, I was gonna go green.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Good job.
失礼します。
The people who
Potato.
invite you, they pour you, the guests, a glass, I guess.
Okay.
乾杯。
乾杯。
乾杯。Oh, that's nice. That's a lot easier to drink than I thought it would be. Can I taste peachy?
Peach,
Yeah.
I can see how that can be really dangerous. To what percentage?
17%, yeah.
Okay, so it's not bad. Relative to other spirits, obviously why you can sip it rather than...
They make the stuff they use
Yeah.
white wine. It can be such a big difference in taste. Like you can
Yeah.
have flavor that tastes like lemon or raspberries
Or radish.
So you have rice that's made to eat, rice that's made to make these kind of drinks,
Yeah.
which has more starch and
That
it
makes
has
sense.
more,
And it has
more
more
starch,
sugar and
it gets more sugar.
glucose and stuff, yeah.
The kind of alcohol that you drink, depending on what kind of food you're
Eating.
eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, fish, white wine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The next item that's coming is gonna fit very well with your sake.
Yeah. Sushi.
Chef. Oh, wow.
Do you guys have any idea about any of these fish are?
I'm guessing that one's tuna.
Tuna. Uferi tuna, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Fatty tuna. Best type.
Caviar.
Caviar,
Fish eggs.
fish eggs, yeah. You call these usually salmon roe.
This one looks like the first one we tried.
Yes,
White.
it is. This is the sea bream.
Sea bream. That's it.
It is gizzard. And then the last fish is red snapper.
What does it look like?
Looks like this.
Oh,
Oh, it looks lovely.
fish.
It's like a small fish that you usually eat when you're at an expensive place. Sushi. You can eat it with chopsticks, of course, but you can also eat it with your hands and your fingers. Take your little towel and make sure that your hands are clean.
Yeah.
Wet but clean.
Wet but clean, yeah. You use 3 fingers to pick it up and just go straight.
Okay, you ready?
Down in one, I guess.
Yeah.
Sea bream.
That is really nice. It's nice having the wasabi inside of it.
Forgot about the wasabi.
Yeah.
If you have a soy sauce, it makes it easier to put all of the fish into the
Oh,
soy
yeah.
sauce. But since it already has the soy sauce on top, you can just pick it up like
Yeah.
that with 3 fingers.
Sea bream was really, really nice.
Yeah. Big fan of that one.
That's so good.
Yeah. I've never had anything like that before.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a boba that like
Yeah,
bursts
boba,
in your
yeah.
mouth.
That's so good. There wasn't any wasabi in that, was there?
I'm sure they don't put wasabi in
Yeah.
salmon.
And can it be any fish's eggs, or does it have to be it?
Most of the time it's a salmon, yeah. So you can also eat some of the ginger in between.
Not
Right
with?
in between.
Or
Not
between?
with, no, it's you eat it in between actually to cleanse the palate.
Ginger to cleanse the palate.
Yes.
Interesting. That's so weird. I've never just
Showing
eaten raw ginger before.
I think it's pickled probably.
Yeah, it's
Like,
pickled.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the texture, but the taste is kind of quite.
It
I
has
get-
a
I
lot
get-
of taste.
Yeah, it's very.
I get.
That really reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is.
Big hit of wasabi in my tongue.
There's some stuff on the bottom, so usually mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you can drink straight out of there, or you can pick some of the stuff that's in there with your chopsticks.
It's perfect for a day like this. Cold
Yeah,
outside.
that's-
Yeah, for sure.
So what's in there?
Have you guys ever heard of miso before?
Definitely heard of it.
And then they have some seaweed and tofu inside, exactly.
Did they often put kind of, I don't know, like ginger for instance in there or something to
No, not really.
spice up, or you keep it simple?
No, there's a lot of different things that they do.
Yeah.
They have some with clams, or other fish.
It's often like a side dish, right?
Yeah, so you
have
usually drink
and
this
then-
together with sushi. So you eat all the sushi, drink all the sushi.
Okay, yeah.
That's actually got quite a different taste.
I think that's probably my favourite one so far.
It's hard talking about fish because like fish tastes like fish, doesn't it? But like obviously there are differences between the fishes. Oh wow.
じゃあプレミアム和王牛の溶岩焼きをお持ちさせていただきます。
Obsidian.
Problem? It's Fuji.
That's what. Imagine having dinner
Just
with Mount
as you
Fuji
do,
tonight.
yeah.
So this is fattier than the last one.
Yeah.
You can tell because of the coloration, I'm assuming.
That's so nice.
So much. I know there's some fattiness of it.
Their eyes too. Yes. Wow.
Roasting on Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
What's this brown?
So it is salt, which has been infused with dashi. If you want, you can give it a try with your finger. See if you like it or not.
That's great.
So you can eat this either with salt or with wasabi. Either way works.
Bit in the salt.
Yeah. Okay, all in one. Like it's way more flavourful than
Yeah.
any other. And we've been having a lot of steaks in
We're having a lot
Australia.
of steaks to be fair.
Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely more flavourful.
You're like experts on steak.
Yeah.
Just because the good thing about Australia is there's so many cows that the steak there is actually pretty reasonably cheap. Obviously there's a Wagyu scene and that is expensive.
Definitely don't want cow.
I prefer the wasabi with the fish.
I quite like the wasabi with the beef.
Because of the juiciness, the saltiness works really well with it. Now
And
the
it's
expectation is going to be aggressively high for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
Wagyu, we have to go now.
Yeah.
You guys still have so many other different things to try, right? Ramen. And
Oh, I feel like it's a good lunchtime thing to have here.
you guys were talking about which places you're going next.
Yeah, so we're going Osaka, Kyoto, Kanazawa, Takayama,
Oh.
and then for the beef. And then Shirokawage for the huts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Going down to Hakone to do some hiking and then to Tokyo.
Hiking. Oh.
I wanted to do
Something's quite
hiking in
self-flowering.
Hakuba, but obviously
Yeah.
it's just so snowy right now.
Yeah, it's
You
impossible.
just couldn't hike, so we thought going
Especially
down
about here.
somewhere a bit warmer.
The next item, dessert.
Wow. See, I've always had a really bad sweet tooth.
I love dessert, to be fair.
Oh wow. What is this?
So we have matcha cheesecake.
And that is some sort of Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc, yeah. We're made with chestnuts.
Chestnuts.
Oh wow.
See, this is why I get really excited. Because as much as I love fish, red meat,
The
three
sugar at the
things,
end of the day.
the sugar at the,
The
end
sugar
of the
hits.
day is the
The
one
sweet
thing that
treat.
really puts you in a good mood.
I taste coffee.
That's really good though.
That's really nice.
And it still keeps that like cheesecakey flavour. Gochiso samajesta.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, it was
We
amazing.
had the best time. It was so
Oh.
lovely.
You know,
Well, we had lots of different things, right? Did you guys have a favorite?
I couldn't pick a favourite. I've said miso soup.
Miso soup.
Yeah.
The yellowtail
Yeah.
I thought was really good. The matcha pudding.
The
as well.
matcha cheesecake.
pudding, yeah.
The matcha
Matcha
cheesecake
cheesecake
was
was
so
so good. Yeah, and I really liked the red snapper sushi. That
Oh, I hope that in your adventures in Japan you'll open more doors, more and more doors.
Hopefully. Good luck with the YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Comment even.
For now, we have to say goodbye.
Goodbye guys. It's been so good.
Bye bye.
Loved every minute.